name is David Cage. I'm the writer and director of Fahrenheit. I just thought there's a few things you should know before you get started. I'd like you to meet my friend Bob. You'll be controlling him while you're learning. Let's begin with something simple. Move toward the mark on the floor. Perfect. Now you know how to move about. You're also going to have to be able to observe your environment. To do so, you'll have direct control of the cameras. Come on, give it a try. You can also look around you and see exactly what you want to see. But you won't be just looking around you in Fahrenheit. You'll also have to interact with your environment. Go to the door. Do you see the symbol at the top of the screen? It indicates the movement you have to make to execute the action. Do it slowly to really feel you're controlling your character's hand. Go ahead. That's cool. Now that you know how to move about, use the cameras and interact with the environment, we can move on to more serious stuff. Fahrenheit has action sequences where your character's life will be in danger. I'd better explain this to you before you find yourself on your own. When this symbol appears at the top of the screen, it means your character is gonna have to make a physical effort. You'll see, you'll be exhausted too. Hey, not bad. Now for something a bit more difficult. You're gonna find yourself facing all kinds of dangers in Fahrenheit. You're gonna need a cool head and good reflexes if you want to survive. Let's see how it works. That's what can happen if you don't have good reflexes. Try again. Okay, I see you've got the hang of it. Now we can move on to something else. You can also choose what you want to say in the dialogues in Fahrenheit. Let's give it a try. What do you think of my friend Bob? Hey Bob, did you hear that? Right, I see you've got the hang of the dialogues. In Fahrenheit, you'll only have a limited amount of time to make up your mind, so you'd better think fast. Now, let's talk about your mental health. In Fahrenheit, your actions modify the psychological state of your character. Each time it changes, the symbol will appear on screen. Take care of your character, otherwise you may fall into depression, madness, or even commit suicide. Oh, I nearly forgot something important. In Fahrenheit, you'll be able to control all the main characters. Be careful. Your every action will have consequences for the story. A word of advice, think before you act. That's it. I've told you everything I know, or nearly everything. There are still lots of things to discover, but I'll leave you the surprise of finding them for yourself. Now it's up to you to play. And be careful, you're entering a world where anything can happen.
Things are never quite what they seem. We think we understand the world around us, but we really only see the outside, what it seems to be. I used to be just like you. I believed in humanity, the newspapers, Soap commercials, politics, and history books. But one day, the world kicks you in the teeth, and you don't have any choice but to see things the way they really are. My name is Lucas Kane. My story is the one where an ordinary guy has something extraordinary happen to him. Maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe it was my destiny or my karma or whatever. I know one thing for sure. Nothing's ever going to be the same again. It all started right here. Where else could it happen? New York, capital of the universe. The chessboard destiny chose for the last big game. I was just another pawn living my pawn's life. Until that night, when my life descended into chaos. What have I done? I didn't want... It was like a dream. Quick. I've got to get out of here before somebody comes in here. The knife. I've got to get rid of it. I'm covered in blood. I can't go anywhere looking like this. Out of order. Empty. Coin. Might come in handy.
No good man, loving on a no good plan. Never treats me as he should, and that ain't good. He's always
Coffee? I never drink it. I hate it. Was I with someone? I can't remember anything at all.
heaven knows that's what the end. Spends his money foolishly, and not on me. I'm the one who gets to run around.
I need to get out of this neighborhood before the police get here.
Nobody goes anywhere. A crime has just been committed. I'm going to have to ask you to stay calm and wait here for the police to arrive and check your IDs.
Dog's Diner, that's it. Why do they always wait for me to go on duty before they start killing each other in the middle of the night?
Tyler, somebody gets murdered every day in New York.
But especially when I'm on night duty. It's as if every psycho in the city has it in for me.
If you want a bitch, do it inside. That way I don't have to freeze to death listening to it.
You're the boss, Carla.
In 5 years on the force, I've seen some murders. But you never really get used to death. You just learn to live with it, that's all. I still don't know if it was fatigue, or cold, or something else. But I clearly remember the bad feeling I got when I walked into that restaurant. As if some part of me already knew that this time, something was different. How's it going, McCarthy?
Evening, Inspector. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, Martin.
So, what happened?
Homicide. I found the body in the toilets. I had to go before I went home.
Do we have a suspect?
A client left just before I found the body.
How was the victim killed?
With a blade, from what I could gather. But we should wait for the autopsy.
Who is the victim?
His name was, John Winston. A regular here at the restaurant. Kate knew him. She could tell you more.
Were there other customers in the restaurant at the time?
Yeah, 2 other guys. I let them go home. I wrote down their names and numbers in case you wanted to question them.
Which table was the suspect sitting at?
Oh, he was sitting at that table over there.
Is that the waitress over there?
Yeah, Kate Morrison. I think that you should interrogate her. If you don't mind me saying, go easy on her, Inspector. She's still in a state of shock.
Thanks for your help, Martin. It's late. I think you can go home and get some sleep.
I'm gonna wait until you're finished with Kate, if you don't mind. I want to make sure she gets home okay.
Hey, Garrett. Hey, Frank. How's it going?
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
So, you guys find anything?
We took some samples here and there. We're almost finished. We were just waiting for you before we took the body away.
Okay, let's take a look. Huh. Here's his fork, but where's the knife? A cup of coffee and a soft drink? That's weird. He's a caffeine addict, or else he wasn't alone. Gotta remember to check with the waitress on that. Well, the coffee's not on the bill. A book. The Tempest by Shakespeare. If this is his, it's a pretty weird book for a killer to be reading. Garrett, there's a book under this table. Why don't you check it out for prints?
You got it, Carla.
Traces of blood. The killer was at this table. He came back and sat down after the murder. Garrett, there are traces of blood in this booth.
Okay, I'll go take a look.
Back then, we didn't know anything yet. We just thought it was cold, you know. If I had known, I probably would have stayed in bed that night, not gotten out till it was all over. That's the problem. If we knew ahead of time what was going to happen, we'd never leave the house.
You look hammered, Tyler.
Yeah, this is my 3rd night on call in a row. You know me, man. If I don't get my beauty sleep, it's Zombie City.
You should be out of here pretty soon now.
You don't know Carla. She's capable of keeping everybody up till breakfast. Man, she is by far the most stubborn girl I ever met.
It's pretty funny seeing you on the job at this hour, Tyler. What, you fall out of bed?
Yeah, don't make me laugh, Garrett. My lips are chapped. Hey, Martin, you know where I can find some coffee?
The machine's behind the bar. Just go help yourself.
Martin, you are the man. me. Did you already fall back asleep?
Tyler? What time is it? Oh, hell. When are you coming back?
I won't be long, baby. Go back to sleep. I'll be there when you wake up. Catch you later.
Tyler, I'm gonna take a look outside. Blood. Killer is wounded. A taxi. The murderer might have come or gone in a taxi. I'm gonna check on the destinations of taxis leaving this area. Kate? I'm Inspector Carla Valenti. I'm in charge of the investigation here. Would you mind answering a few questions?
No. Go ahead.
Can you tell me anything about the customer who left just before they discovered the body?
He was just a normal guy. I didn't really pay any attention to him.
Did you know the victim well?
John was a regular. He came every Monday. He always ordered the same thing and left a nice tip.
What was the man doing before the murder happened?
He was there for a while. He was reading, I think.
That book under the table, it must have been his. Could anyone else have come in?
No, I don't think so. You can only get in the front door. If somebody else had come in, I would have seen them.
Was John here alone? Did he speak with anyone?
John always came alone. We chatted a bit, the weather, his job, the usual stuff. He never talked to anybody else.
Did you get the impression that John and the suspect knew each other?
No, I don't think they did know each other. The man had already been here a while when John came in. They didn't talk to each other. No, I'm almost certain that John didn't know him.
There was a cup of coffee on his table. Do you remember whether he was the one who ordered it?
A cup of coffee? No. No, I'm certain he didn't order any coffee.
Was there anyone else sitting at a table?
It's strange. I can't really remember. I remember him very clearly, but I'm not sure if he was with anyone or not.
Can you tell me what you saw?
There weren't that many people tonight. It's usually pretty calm during the week. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. I didn't even see John get up. Oh my God.
You have to try to be strong, Kate. I know that this has been a shock for you, but you're the only one who can help us find the suspect.
My shift was almost over. I was just chatting with Martin at the bar. John got up and went to the restroom. The man must have followed him, and then he must have snuck out afterwards because I didn't even see him leave.
What happened next?
Martin went to the restroom, and that's when he found John.
Did you happen to notice anything strange about the suspect's behavior before he went into the restroom?
No. Wait. Yes. I remember something. I came back at one point just to check whether he needed anything. He didn't answer me. He just stared straight ahead. It was weird. I didn't push it. I thought maybe this guy is a little crazy. God. If I had only known.
Do you think that you would recognize the suspect?
I'll never forget that face.
Perfect. Do you think that you could come down to the station tomorrow and help us construct a likeness of the killer?
Yeah. I'll do whatever you think I can to help catch him.
Thank you very much for your help, Kate.
I hope you find the bastard who did it. People like that just don't deserve to live.
I promise you, we'll do everything in our power to find him. Go home now and try to get some sleep. Martin will make sure you get home okay.
Good night. Martin says this was the guy's table. Steak and fries. Looks like he barely touched his food.
Did you find anything, Tyler?
For that, I'd have to be able to keep my eyes open.
Keep up the good work, Tyler.
Carla, she's really something else. She's not always easy to get along with, but she's the best damn cop I know.
Several wounds on the left side of the chest, in the area of the heart. They appear to be knife wounds. Just what exactly are you doing, Tyler?
I'm checking for clues. What do you think?
Do you know if anyone has contacted the family?
Not as far as I know. Oh, right. I get it. I'll take care of it. Bizarre.
What?
Well, he still has his credit card and $100 in cash on him. I guess the killer wasn't after his money.
Blood on the mop. The killer must have used it to clean up the mess. Why would he risk getting caught to do that? Why is there blood here?
Did you find anything?
Possibly. I don't understand why there would be blood here.
Maybe it belongs to the victim.
Not likely. Get Garrett to analyze it. Then we'll know for sure. A table knife covered in blood. Obviously the murder weapon. The killer used his silverware to stab his victim? That would seem to indicate that the murder wasn't premeditated. Tyler, there's a knife hidden here. It might be the murder weapon. Get Garrett. Make sure he checks for prints and identifies the blood on the blade.
Okay. Hey, I think there's some blood in the sink.
Maybe the killer washed up before he left.
Yeah, could be. Hey, Garrett, Carla wants you to verify 2 or 3 things. Don't worry, I wrote it all down on this paper so you wouldn't forget.
I had a feeling that Carla was going to keep us up a little longer.
Tyler's been my partner for almost a year. He grew up with the gangs in the Bronx before he decided to join the force. Sometimes he's unpredictable, but he's a good guy. You ready to go, Tyler? I think I've seen everything I need to see.
Are you sure? We can take another look around if you want.
No, we're good. Let's head home.
Okay, let's bust. Cool. Carla agrees to go. Let's get into the car before she changes her mind. I didn't kill anyone. I wasn't dreaming. It all really happened. I'm gonna get ready and go to work. Oh, my head. It feels like somebody shoved a steel bar in my brain and then melted it. Gotta make it stop. That should help my migraine. Notice reads, "Don't take with alcohol." Thus spoke Zarathustra by Nietzsche. I've read it so many times I know half of it by heart. The sheets are full of blood. I can't go back to bed. I'm not tired anyway. This will hide the blood in case anyone comes in the room. I'll change the sheets later. Hello?
Lucas, it's good to hear from you. I thought I'd call to find out if maybe you wanted to go to Mom and Dad's tomb together. And to be honest, I thought it might be a good excuse to get back in touch with you.
I need to see you, Marcus. I'm in big trouble.
What are you talking about, Lucas? What happened?
I can't really talk about it on the telephone. It's serious, Marcus.
I'll meet you in half an hour at the park.
See you there.
Yesterday, at 7:30 p.m.
Lucas, it's Tiffany. I thought maybe I'd pop over tomorrow night after I leave the hospital and pick up a few things. Well, call me back.
was wearing last night. They're covered in blood. I'd better not leave them there.
New York police, please open the door. Hey, what's that? Stay where you are and put your hands in the air.
These images in my head. I must be losing my mind.
New York police, please open the door.
Police. They know. They've come to arrest me.
Police, open up.
Just a minute, I'm coming. I can't let them find any evidence linking me to last night. I've got a couple seconds to hide everything before I get the door.
Sir, this is the New York police. Are you Lucas Kane?
Yes.
Mr. Kane, the neighbors heard yelling from your apartment. Is there a problem?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was me. I cut myself on some broken glass, and I freaked out a little. Fortunately, it wasn't a really big deal.
Would it be all right if I took a little look around your apartment?
Whatever. Go ahead.
What happened to your wrist, sir?
I told you I had a stupid accident with some broken glass.
Holy cow. When you cut yourself, you go all the way, don't you? Thank you for your cooperation. Sorry to have bothered you, sir. You know how it is. With everything that's been going on, we prefer to be careful.
I understand.
Go on, Mr. Kane.
When Marcus and I were kids, we were inseparable. He's the one who took care of me after our parents died. We kind of grew apart after he became a priest. But he's still the only person I really trust. The only one who might believe that I had nothing to do with all this mess.
I'm happy to see you. I missed you. It's been a while.
2 years.
So tell me what's happened, Lucas.
I've killed a man, Marcus. It happened at a restaurant last night. It's like I was possessed, in a sort of trance, like I was a puppet on a string. I saw what I was doing, but I was powerless to stop it.
My God. I can't believe this, Lucas. Tell me that it wasn't you. You're not capable of something like that.
And there's this, too.
You cut your wrists?
Before the murder, I carved these symbols on my arms with a knife. I don't know if they mean anything.
You went to this restaurant alone?
Yeah. Tiffany and I, we broke up about a month ago. I try to get out of the apartment as much as possible. It's just so empty there without her, you know.
You say that you were in a sort of a trance. But what do you mean by that? You talking about magic? Or sorcery? Or something like that?
Marcus, I don't have an explanation. I'm just telling you what happened, that's all. I'm only certain about one thing. I'm not the one who really killed that man.
Who else have you told all of this to?
No one. You're the only person that I can trust. There's something else you need to know. I know this sounds crazy, but after the murder, I had these premonitions, like I was seeing things that hadn't happened yet. What happened to me, Marcus? What am I supposed to do now? You know me better than anyone, Marcus. Help me.
Listen, Lucas, I'm a bit lost here. This whole story is just so bizarre. It might be better. Maybe you should go and tell your story to the police, Lucas. Turn yourself in before they find you.
Do you really think the police are gonna believe a story like that? They'll throw me in prison for the rest of my life, and I'll never find out what really happened.
I am a priest, Lucas. The fact that you have taken a life is a very serious matter.
I told you that it wasn't me, Marcus. All these years and nothing's changed. You still never listen to me.
Lucas, don't ask me to make a choice between my faith and my brother.
I'm not a murderer, Marcus. You're the only person I can trust. I'm just asking you to believe me.
Very well. I'll do whatever I can for you, but I can't do anything that goes against my beliefs.
Look, I need to get some answers. I'll call you.
Here. You need this more than I do.
Marcus, you know that I don't believe in all that. Thanks. Gonna slip on the ice. I've got to stop him. The cop in the restaurant. If I don't do something, the child will die. If I do something, the cop will recognize me. What am I gonna do? There he is. He's lost consciousness. Quick, I've got to go back up before I run out of air.
Patrol 324. Kid just fell into the water. Send an ambulance right away.
Man, what courage. The kid would have died. That guy's a hero.
He dove into freezing water to save the kid. The kid never would have made it out of there without him.
The cop recognized me. We both knew it. It's hard to say why he didn't turn me in. Maybe he decided I was even. I had taken a life and given one back. Nothing really changed for me. I was still wanted for murder by the police. But when I left that park, I knew I could look myself in the mirror again without cringing.
I've got this really bad habit for a cop. Once I start working on a case, I can't think about anything else. I'm exhausted. I haven't gotten a wink of sleep all night. Something's bothering me about this murder, but I just can't seem to put my finger on what it is.
Hi, caller. How you doing today?
Hi, Doug. Not too bad. Is Tyler here yet?
No, not I know of.
So, ready for that big retirement?
Working on it.
Hey, caller. Can you tell your partner to pay me back that $100 he owes me? I've been waiting 6 months for it now.
Can't help you there, Jeffrey. Talk to him about it.
He's been avoiding me like the plague. Plus, you know, you're the only one he listens to.
Catch you later, Jeffrey.
Hi, Carla.
Hi, Garrett.
Oh, wait, Carla. I got some results back on the tests we did for that restaurant murder.
Great. As soon as Tyler gets here, we'll come and see you.
Okay, I'll be at my desk all morning.
Tyler is still not here. I'd better try to give him a ring.
Yeah?
Know what time it is?
Oh, shit.
Get a move on. The waitress is coming this morning to flesh out the composite on the killer.
I'm on my way.
It's all happened before. Kirsten. What's that supposed to mean? Classified file. So, it's a name associated with a case. Too bad. I would have liked to find out more. Stay a little longer.
Sorry, babe, but I really gotta go.
I'll make some coffee.
Okay, I'll grab a shower, get dressed, and then I'm out of here. Man, I love watching her when she's sleeping. I've known her for 2 years now. She still rocks my world the way she did the first time I ever saw her.
I thought you were in a hurry.
Hey, I always got 2 minutes for you, babe.
Only 2 minutes?
Yeah, Carla, I'm on my way. Yeah, I know. No, I just had a little problem, so I'll... Yeah, okay, I'm right there. Whew, girl. Okay, this time I really am out of here. Hey, you're a good-looking guy, you know that? Go back to bed, Sam. You're gonna catch your death of cold like that.
I'm not cold.
Oh, look, Sam, please don't start. I got no intention of dying today.
I'm sick of living in fear like this. Every morning I'm terrified that something's gonna happen to you.
I know how you feel, Sam. There's a lot of violence out there. But if nobody does anything, it's all gonna go to shit. We're gonna have kids someday. I want to leave them a world that's a little better than the one we got now.
But why does it have to be you who's out there risking his life, Tyler? Why couldn't we just go to Florida and work with my family and live a normal life like everybody else? Why do I have to wonder if you're gonna die every day?
I'm just not made for that kind of life, Sam. I've been around too much violence all my life to go live some kind of normal life like that. I know you love me, babe. So try to understand me, too.
I love you, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. Oh, Carl is looking for you.
Yeah, I know. So, you ready for retirement, man?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Hi, Tyler.
Tyler, what do you know? Just the guy I was looking for.
Oh, shit.
You remember that $100 I loaned you about 6 months ago? I'd really like for you to get that back to me as soon as possible. Like maybe now, for example?
Jeffrey, do you believe in our Lord Jesus Christ? Because he believes in you. And way up in the clouds, he's telling you, money has no value, Jeffrey. The only thing that really matters is love, man.
That's real funny, Tyler. Now give me my $100 before I get really pissed.
Yo, let me make you a deal. I'll play you a game of b-ball for your $100. If you win, I'll give you $200 right then. But if you lose, we cool.
You'll give me $200 if I win.
You got my word, man.
All right, you're on. But don't even think about not paying me if you lose, because that...
Don't worry, Jeffrey. I'll come by and see you when I get 5 minutes. The waitress hasn't come in yet?
She won't be long. Garrett got the lab results. Shall we go?
All right, let me hang up my coat. I'll be right with you.
Okay. See you in a minute.
So, what do you want to start with?
Tell me about the blood found in the killer's booth.
As strange as it might sound, that blood didn't come from the victim.
It was the killer's?
So it would seem.
He was wounded? Did you find anything on the coffee cup?
The only prints we found belonged to the waitress.
That's impossible, man. That cup was half empty. Somebody must have drank it. What did you find on the knife?
Got some good prints off it. They matched those found on the fork and glass at the suspect's table.
So, the murderer was definitely at that table.
Anything on the blade?
I'm getting to that. We definitely had blood from the victim, but the weird thing is we also found blood from the killer.
What about the pool of blood in the stall?
You're not going to believe this. The blood wasn't from the victim, it was from the killer.
What was he doing bleeding in the stall?
I have absolutely no idea.
Were there any prints on the book that was under the table?
Yep, and they matched the ones on the fork and the glass. So it was definitely his book. It looked like a fairly old book. Maybe we can get some more stuff out of it. So, what do you think about all that?
I don't have any explanation for the blood in the stall. The victim could have wounded the killer during a struggle, but it doesn't make sense that it would be in the stall. It's as though the killer wounded himself.
Why not? You get clumsy fools in every other profession. Why not killers?
That's kind of a flimsy explanation, Garrett.
To each his own, Carla. I do the testing, you figure out the reason why.
Thanks for your help, Garrett. See you later.
So, what do we do now?
You go take care of the composite. I'm gonna go check with the coroner and see if he got anything from the body.
Okay. Catch you later.
I was burning with fever. I was shaking all over. The migraine was back and drilling holes into my brain. And to top it off, I couldn't keep enough food down. My body seemed to be fighting against something, but I still didn't know what. gotta just live my life no matter what. Don't raise any suspicions. Despite the state I was in, I decided to go to work as though nothing had happened. I'm in charge of computer maintenance in the Nacer and Jones Bank. I share my office with Warren.
Do you know what time it is? What's wrong with you?
I had a little problem on the way back in. I had to go back home and change my clothes.
That guy is so bizarre. He gives me the creeps.
What'd you say?
What?
You were saying something?
No, I didn't say anything. Are you sure you're all right, Lucas?
I heard something, as though I could read his mind. Tiffany and I. About 2 years ago, I guess. I haven't been able to throw it away yet. Lucas Kane.
Hello, Lucas.
Oh, hello, Tiffany.
I left a message on your machine last night. I'd like to come and pick up some stuff at your place. Could I come over tonight?
I should be back home around 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay, it won't take too long. Are you doing okay, Lucas?
I gotta let you go. I'm doing a thing here. Bye. Look out, the cop!
Lucas, is there a problem?
No, I just thought... It seemed so real. I saw that coffee cup fall.
Lucas? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hello? Yes, sir. We'll get on that right away. Station 62 is down. I'll go.
No, forget it. I'll handle it.
Whatever you say.
It happened. Just like I'd seen it. Like the cop in the apartment. Is it possible that I can really see things before they happen?
same serpents. One in our world, the other in the other world. Woe to he who sees both sides of the snake.
No!
Lucas? Lucas, what happened? Did you hear me? Are you alright?
Hey, you've hurt yourself. You're bleeding.
I gotta go. I didn't have the slightest idea what had happened. The one thing I do know, those things almost killed me.
Okay, we're going to get started. If you prefer, you can wait outside.
I'd rather stay here if you don't mind. I've studied some medicine. I've seen dead bodies.
Oh. As you wish. No apparent hematoma on the body. 2 broken fingernails on the right hand.
I didn't see the murder until the last moment. He didn't have time to struggle.
Large hematoma on the back of the cranium. Fracture of the occipital bone.
He cracked his head when he fell.
Abnormal dilation in, both pupils.
Why are his pupils dilated? What did he see before he died?
3 knife wounds between the 3rd and 5th ribs in the proximity of the heart. The blade was driven in deeply. The stabs seem to have been delivered from the front and moved from left to right.
The murderer was left-handed.
1 stab neatly cut the aorta, and the other 2 cut the left and right coronary arteries. He really didn't have a chance. The blade slipped right through the ribs to cut the arteries.
It was definitely the knife wounds that caused his death?
Yes, the 3 arteries leading to the heart were cut. The heart was literally disconnected from the rest of the body.
Do you think it was just by chance?
Difficult to say. The chances of cutting all 3 main arteries to the heart with 3 lucky stabs are fairly small, but, it's not impossible. I saw a case like this once before. It was a while back now, in the 90s, I think. Exactly the same. 3 stabs around the heart, each one cutting a main artery. It really struck me at the time. I wondered how such a thing were possible. It was the, what was that name again? Karsten or Kirsten, something like that.
Kirsten?
Yes, that's it, Kirsten. You know about that case?
Not yet. I'm sure as hell gonna find out.
Come in.
Hello, Detective.
Hello, Mrs. Morrison. Thanks for taking the trouble to come down. Please, take a seat. Now, we're gonna try and assemble a composite photo of the suspect you saw. We have a computer program to help us. You'll see, it's really simple. It's kind of like a video game. Have you ever played a video game, Mrs. Morrison?
No.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna do fine. The most important thing is to try to remember exactly what happened. The program consists of several types of facial features. You scroll through them until it looks like the man you saw. You understand?
Yes. Well, I think I do.
Okay, let's go. Now, is this the face of the person you saw?
Yes. At least, that's how I remember him.
Thank you very much for your help. We're gonna get this picture out to all the airports, trains, and bus stations, and to all of our patrolmen. If this guy is still in New York, we're gonna find him. And go buy yourself a video game. I felt empty. After what happened at the office, I began to wonder if I wasn't going nuts. I'm so totally exhausted that I can't fall asleep. I'm afraid of the dreams I might have. I wander around the room a little. I guess I'll go to sleep when I can't keep my eyes open any longer.
A man dove directly into the frozen water at Central Park today to save a child who had tumbled in by accident. The young boy was successfully resuscitated and will completely recover. His courageous rescuer disappeared before the ambulance had even arrived, apparently a case of a reluctant hero. The investigation continues into the recent murder which took place at Doc's Diner. Police have today provided a composite photo of the suspect based on information given by a witness to the crime. If you see this man, please call the special number which appears on your screen now. And finally, a report on the weather, with a new snow front moving down from Canada.
They know what I look like. Well, that's it then. Now the manhunt really begins. Something is changing inside me. I'm stronger and quicker. My God, what's happening to me?
My stuff. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
No, I'm just a little bit sleepy. Come in. Have a seat. Want something to drink? I think there's still a bottle of gin laying around in the kitchen somewhere if you want.
Yeah, I'd love some.
So, how's life?
I'm pretty swamped with work at the hospital right now, and I'm not completely moved in yet, but I'm doing fine.
I'll go and get your stuff.
It's just 2 boxes. I'm not sure exactly where they'd be now, but they shouldn't be too hard to find. They've got my initials on them.
Here they are. I think that's everything.
Is everything okay, Lucas? You look stressed.
I've got some big problems right now. I can't really talk about it, but it's fairly serious stuff.
If there's anything that I can do for you, Lucas...
Man, I wish there was, but no. Thanks for offering, though. Are you with anybody? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be asking you that.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. No, I'm still alone. And you?
Yeah, I'm alone, too. I've had a little trouble getting over you. Hey, I miss you, you know?
I miss you, too. You still playing?
You know, I really haven't even thought about it lately.
Play a couple of notes for me, will ya? You know, in memory of the good times.
Okay, sure.
Well, I'm gonna go.
She fills my bed with gasoline. You think I would've noticed? Her mind's made up, the love is gone. You think someone's trying to show us a sign that even if we thought it would last, the moment went past. My bones still break and my heart won't give.
girl again. She seemed so real. I must be losing my mind.
You okay, Lucas?
I'm fine, Tiffany. I'm just fine. 10 years. 10 years since my parents were killed in a car accident. I've never completely recovered from losing them. You never really get over something like that. Considering all that's been happening to me lately, I thought maybe I should go and meditate at their grave a little this morning.
I'm happy that you could come.
Lucas, come on, Lucas. Come and play. You can't spend your whole life just sitting in the corner. Lucas. Lucas, you coming?
I don't want to, Marcus. Leave me alone.
I've about had it with you, Lucas. You're always off by yourself, you never talk to anyone, you never play with anyone. I'm starting to think maybe you're crazy. You're weird, that's for sure.
Is that bad?
Come on, do me a favor. Just play with everybody this one time.
How about hide and seek? We could go play in Hangar 4.
No way! You know we're not allowed to play in there.
Who cares? We can get in through that hole in the fence like last time. Nobody'll see us. We can get inside the hangar from the back door.
Good idea. Let's do it.
Are you coming with us, Lucas?
Hangar 4. It's gonna burn. Marcus and the others will get caught in the fire. Quick, I've got to warn someone. We've got to save them before it's too late.
doing here? I thought you didn't want to play.
Get out of here now, Marcus. The hangar's going to explode.
Huh? How can that...
Don't ask any questions, Marcus. Get out now. It's about to explode. I'll keep looking for the others.
Lucas, you're going to give me away.
The hangar's going to explode. You gotta get out of here right now.
What kind of crap is this? You get out of here and stop trying to ruin the game.
You are going to get out of the hangar right now. I'm not kidding.
Shit, Lucas, you're a total nutcase. Doing here, Lucas?
The game's over. Everybody's gone. You can come out now.
Oh, that's just great. Why didn't anybody tell me?
What are you doing here, Lucas? Get out. Nobody wants to play with you.
You need to get out of here, Kurt. The hangar's gonna blow.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're just a retard, Lucas.
Your mother sent me to find you. I'm gonna go and tell her that you're messing around in here.
What? My mom? You say one word to her and you're dead meat. I'll deal with you later, freak. Lucas, are you hurt?
No, just a few scratches.
And the others?
I managed to warn them in time. They all got out.
How did you know it was going to happen, Lucas?
I saw it. I saw it before it happened. Don't ask me how.
You know they'll never believe that.
I know.
Lucas? Are you all right, Lucas? Lucas, can you hear me? I did a little checking around, without giving your name, obviously. I was told about a person who is familiar with, let's say, unusual phenomena. I think that maybe she could help you. Here, this is her address. You know that I don't believe in any of this, Lucas, but I sincerely hope that she can give you some kind of answer.
I hope so too.
The report from the morgue kept me up all night. Rather than answering any questions, it just added new ones. Did the murderer intentionally give the victim a slow, painful death? Is there any link to the mysterious Kirsten case? Who sent me that email about Kirsten and why? This training session with Tyler is just what I need. I need to cleanse my spirit and just breathe a little.
Damn, you look a little out of it, Carla. You sure you're cool?
I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?
Okay, let's warm up a little, then go for it. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, sounds good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Stay
be ready to fight.
Living on the city streets. Living on the city streets. Living on the city streets. When the streets up, you can't let the ups and downs of life turn you around.
Okay, I'm warmed up. I'm ready to get in the ring.
Places you go, people you see, that's where you find the answers to survival. Learning things as you go. Now you're traveling down the path of life where only fools dare to go. And even though you're losing, you know you just can't let it show. When you're streets up, you got to learn to be strong. When you're streets up, you got to take care of your own. Streets up.
1,
Win or lose, never die.
2,
Streets up.
3,
When you're streets up.
4,
And through the years you hold your tears, you hide your fears. You got to survive.
6,
Doing the things you got to do, you know you better. If you want to stay alive.
8,
You're traveling down the path of life where only fools there to go. And even though you're losing, you know you just can't let it show. When you speak, son,
damn.
you got to
I'm in pretty good shape this morning. One more set and I'll be ready to get in the ring.
like hell to get somewhere. There's nobody out there who really cares. Streets, Lord, when the streets, living on the city streets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh, yeah.
Damn. Cool. I'm ready to rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas for tonight's match between Terrible Tyler Miles and Killer Carla Valenti.
Oh yeah, and who's always kicking out the crap about me acting like a kid all the time?
Time seems to be hard. Don't forget how long it took you to start. Try it again. Try it again. When things just won't go your way, hold on and try it another day. But try it again. Try it again. Don't ever say that you can't make it. When all you have to do is try. Don't give up, don't give up. If you do, you might as well lay down and die. Hey, when you're trying to reach the top, the more you try, the more you flop. Try it again. Try it again. If you feel like you're trying too hard, jump back and give yourself another start. But try it again. Try it again. Things just won't go your way. You got to come on and try it another day. But try it again. Try it again. Then if you can't make it, I believe that you can make it. Get on out there, you can take it. Get up, get out, get on down now. Oh, if you're trying to reach the top, the more you try, the more you flop. Try it again. Try it again. Things just won't go your way. Hold on and try it another day, but try it again. All you got to do is just
girl. How'd you do that?
I was raised in a Shaolin monastery. The monks taught me all the evil secrets of Kung Fu.
What? No shit?
Man, Tyler, you don't believe anything I tell you.
Yo, nothing about you surprises me now. You want to go again?
No, I'm done. I'm gonna grab a shower and get back to work.
Can't get that restaurant murder out of your head, huh?
I just feel like there's a piece of the puzzle missing.
You're busting your head for nothing. The guy's a psycho. End of story.
Yeah, maybe. I just want to find him and make sure he never does it again.
We'll get him. Guy who leaves that much evidence behind on a murder one, he's gonna slip up somewhere.
I hope it's that simple, Tyler. I really do.
So, how's that restaurant murder case coming along?
We've got a few leads, but no suspects for the moment. There's some troubling elements about this case.
We know it probably wasn't premeditated, and it wasn't done for money.
What's your theory?
Several elements match the MO of a ritual killing or a mystical trance. The choice of weapon, the killer's cutting himself, the manner in which the victim was stabbed with precise cuts to the heart. All this points to a religious sacrifice. He might be a Satanist or something like that.
Do you think there's much chance he'll kill again?
It seems likely. He got away with this one, everything went perfectly, so he's probably feeling very powerful. It seems likely he'll do it again as soon as he thinks he can.
I want this nut job behind bars ASAP. Do whatever you have to do.
So, what's the plan now?
Check the local hospitals to see if they've had any men with knife wounds in. Check with all the psycho wards to see if they've got any ex-patients out on the streets who might have been capable of something like this.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, the book we found under the table. Garrett left it on your desk. See if you can make anything of it.
Okay, I'll get on all that stuff right away. What are you gonna work on?
There's something that I need to verify.
Carla asked me to see what I could find out about the book we found in the diner. It might be able to tell us something about the killer. I inquired in the office, and I ended up in a bookshop specializing in old books run by a guy named Takeo. You lose something?
Oh, I am sorry to cause waiting on you. Your presence here brings honor to my miserable shop. My name is Takeo. Tell me what I can do to make you happy?
Damn. This guy looks just like that old Chinese dude in Gremlins. If he offers me a little box with a monster in it, I am gone. I was digging around in my closet and I found this old book. Thought it might be worth something.
Unhappily, I am but a worthless well of ignorance. My tiny expertise extend wholly to books I sell here.
Thanks anyway. At least I tried.
Maybe there is something I can do for you. One client ordered very rare book. Since this morning I look for it, but impossible to find. You find this book, and I tell you all you want to know.
So, what does it look like, this book you want?
Easy. It from same collection as this one.
Okay, I ought to be able to handle that. Bring back the sacred diamond of the old sage of the mountain, and he will give you the magic talisman. Oh, man. What am I, in a video game? something handwritten in pencil here. To my brother for his 18th birthday, M.K. Interesting. A torn piece of paper. Looks like a computer printout of a bunch of numbers. Fell out of the book. Must have been a bookmark. I'll check it out at the office. If the book you're looking for isn't here, then it doesn't exist. Thousands of old books. Smells like dust and old paper. Okay, here's your book.
Oh, great. You found it. Thanks, dude. What do you want to know about that book?
Is it just me, or did you lose your accent?
Oh, yeah. That's for the customers. They love that wise old Japanese master stuff. I was born in Brooklyn, man. I never been no further than Long Island. I'm more American than you are, man.
It's a fairly rare book, right?
Well, it's not something you'd find in a grocery store, but any book specialist could find you a copy.
Yo, thanks for your help.
No problem. Come by again, okay?
As far back as I can remember, I've been frightened by small spaces. Whenever I'm in a small, confined place, I start to panic. I have trouble breathing, and I need to get out right away. Yeah, you've heard the name. Claustrophobia. Well, I have decided not to let my fear control me. I decided to try and fight every chance I got. I'm going to stay calm. Everything is going to be fine. I'm going to breathe deeply and walk without stopping until I find the computer terminal.
Here's the archive terminal. You can consult the file here. The save files are classified by year. The Kirsten file should be in the 1990s. It shouldn't be too hard to find. The electricity's cut. I just need to stay calm. I will control my fear. It's starting. My hands, they're shaking. I'm having trouble breathing. I've just got to stay calm. Can't let the fear get out of control. Here are the files starting with K. Just need to check to make sure I've got the right year on the terminal. There's no power to the terminal. Guess there must be a switch box somewhere.
I think I found it. The file is empty. No report, no evidence, nothing. Wait. Here's the name of the detective in charge of the investigation. Robert Mitchell.
That's weird. I get the feeling I've seen that guy somewhere before. Here it is. Is there anyone here? An old wood stove. The coffee pot is still hot. Old plates on the shelf. Are those crows in the cages? Is anyone at home? A sort of African totem. The clock has stopped. Ooh, stuffed owl. Sheets on all the furniture, as if the house hasn't been lived in for a long time. A stuffed crow. Candlesticks, an old grimoire. Weird atmosphere. Are you Agatha?
Why do you want to talk to Agatha?
Father Marcus Kane sent me here. I have a problem. I need to talk to her about it.
A problem? And who on earth doesn't have problems? One need not have eyes to see. Be kind, young man. Push me over to my birds. It'll be more comfortable for us to talk over there. bird is such a unique animal. It can spend its entire life locked up in a cage and yet still keep on singing away. What brings you here, young man? Tell me, what is your cage like?
I killed a man. It was like I was possessed. I watched it all happen, but I had no control over my actions.
Sounds like a rather commonplace story to me. Don't you think that it might simply be because you've gone mad?
I had a vision of another man, making exactly the same movements as me, and of a little girl who called out to me for help.
In the cupboard, you will find a little bag of seeds. Be a good boy. Feed some to my little darlings, will you? Have you experienced any other strange manifestations since then? Have you had any odd dreams or visions?
Yes, I see things as if the reality in front of me was deforming, becoming horrible.
Are you able to attach anything concrete to your visions, such as a symbol or sign, maybe a word?
When I regained control of myself after the murder, this symbol had been cut into my wrist with a knife.
A snake. 2 open jaws. Oh, dear God.
What does it mean?
There's only one way for me to be sure. Please, push me into the sitting room. You'll find some candles in one of the cupboards. Take them and place them in the candle holders. There should be some matches in the kitchen. Go find them and light the candles. We're almost ready to begin. Turn off the light, close the curtains, and sit down next to me. The only way to understand what has happened to you is to try to go deep into your unconscious memory. Whoever it was that forced you to commit this murder has erased himself from your memory. But there still must be a trace in your unconscious. I can help you to locate it. It's an exhausting ceremony, and there's always a risk involved. Do you, or do you not wish to try it?
Yes, I do.
Give me your hands. Now, close your eyes. I want you to empty your mind and open wide the doors to your unconscious. And let me enter there. That's... We're still together. Lucas, are you there?
Yes.
I want you to return to the restaurant just before the events began. Evacuate all extraneous thoughts and wander freely through your memory. Where are you, Lucas?
I'm standing outside the restaurant.
I want you to enter the restaurant now.
I've gone into the restaurant.
What do you see?
I see some customers. And I see the waitress.
Can you see the table where you were sitting?
I'm looking. There's a police officer. He's sitting at the counter.
Concentrate, Lucas. Now, walk to your table.
I'm standing next to my table, but it's empty.
You haven't arrived and sat down there yet?
Yes, I have. My meal is already on the table. I think this is when I murdered him.
Stay calm, Lucas. I want you to tell me exactly where you are.
I'm in the restroom, and so is the other man.
What's he doing?
He's urinating. He doesn't suspect anything.
And you, Lucas? Where are you?
I don't know. I can't see myself. There I am. I was in a toilet stall. Oh my God. I'm holding a knife. He doesn't see me.
Calm yourself, Lucas. Keep your concentration.
I can't control my steps. I'm walking up behind the man. He doesn't see me. I don't want to, but I can't stop myself.
I want you to re-enter the restaurant. But now, it is prior to going into the toilet stall. Do you understand, Lucas? Before. Where are you now?
I'm in the restaurant dining room again.
Are you sitting at your table?
Yes, I am. I can see myself.
What are you doing, Lucas?
I'm eating. I'm eating and reading a book.
A book?
Yes. Shakespeare. The Tempest.
What else do you see?
As I told thee before, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorcerer, that by his cunning hath cheated me of the island.
What did you say?
It's a passage from Shakespeare's Tempest. That's what you're reading, is it not?
Yes. Someone's coming toward me. A man.
Who is it? A customer?
I don't know. I think so. I can't see his face.
And what does he say to you?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You must concentrate, Lucas. You need to remember.
It's one of my favorite books. A shame so few people read Shakespeare these days. Would you mind if I sat down for a moment?
It's just that... The man sat down at my table and now the waitress is coming.
Sir?
A coffee, please.
The waitress. It's as if she didn't see the man, like he was invisible.
So much has been written about the Tempest, especially concerning the theme of magic.
And now, what's happening, Lucas?
I don't know. The man gives off a very strange energy. It's hard to describe.
Go on, Lucas. What happens after that?
Do you believe in the power of magic?
No, I don't. Listen,
You're wrong. You know there's much more to our universe than can be perceived by the naked eye.
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks, Kate.
The waitress has brought him his coffee, but she's talking to me as if I was the one who ordered it. She doesn't know that he's there. She can't see him.
And now, what's happening?
Listen, I don't want to be rude, but I'd rather eat alone.
Master Nakdilan, Katanekle, Kotniklan, Niklan,
I'm paralyzed. I can't feel my body. I can't move.
The man, Lucas. Where is the man?
He stood up. He's gone out. He's in my head now. He controls me.
Follow the man, Lucas. Hurry. I command you to follow that man closely.
He's going out the rear door.
Follow him. Your mind and his are now linked. You can see what he sees.
You know who that man was, don't you, Agatha?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure who he is.
Yes, you do know who he is. You understood it all as soon as you felt the scars on my arms. What do these symbols mean, Agatha? Tell me what that man's done to me.
You should go now, Lucas. There's nothing more that I can do for you.
You could at least explain what the hell's happening to me. He made me kill a man. I want to know. I need to know.
I have to verify certain things. There's nothing more I can tell you today. Come back tomorrow night at the same time. I'll explain more then.
Training Sergeant Mitchell? That's him, in the second to last row.
Thanks. Sergeant Mitchell?
Yes?
I'm Inspector Carla Valenti. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions concerning one of my investigations?
Young lady, I haven't worked in investigations for a long time. I doubt I can be much help.
It's concerning an old case, but I'm still looking into it. The Kirsten case?
Because you can't locate the file, is that right?
Yes, that's right. The file's been classified.
How'd you like to do some target practice with me?
Sure. Why not?
Your gun is right in front of you. Go ahead. You're a very good shot. I have to say you're a heck of a lot better than most I see around here. So, what do you want to know about the Kirsten case?
Well, for instance, what exactly happened?
Guy named Kirsten's calmly shopping in his local supermarket. He's in the kitchen accessories aisle when someone picks up a knife and stabs him to death.
What do you know about the victim?
Nothing unusual in his past. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Any other interesting elements in the case?
One more detail. The killer then used the knife to carve some symbols on his own forearms. Very weird stuff. It looked like a snake or a serpent.
Maybe he just cracked, lost it for a moment. Some people are like time bombs just waiting to go off.
That's the first theory I had, until I saw the coroner's report. Each knife entry cut cleanly into an artery, leading to the heart with perfect accuracy. Precision like that, I mean, the guy had a 1 in a million chance of doing that, even if he'd been a surgeon. Excellent target. Looks like you're a natural.
You didn't stop your investigation there, did you?
No, this case really intrigued me. What could have motivated him to do something like that? When I checked out piles of leads and discovered almost by accident that this wasn't the first. There had been other killings with the same profile.
You mean where the killer had the same bizarre MO and stuck around afterwards?
Exactly. 3 weeks earlier, on the other side of town, another stabbing victim in the middle of the street, no motive. Then I discovered a third case, 2 months prior to that. Then another, and always the same MO.
And in all these cases, the perp was arrested?
Nope. Either they committed suicide before we got there, or else they went nuts. But each time, the stabbing was identical. They all cut the arteries leading to the heart, very precisely. Then they carved a snake on their own forearms.
And your investigation into the supermarket killing, did it lead anywhere?
You should drop this one, Detective. This is not just a murder case. There's something very odd going on behind the scenes.
Looks like I'll be starting a new file.
I'd worked good and hard on the investigation, done everything Carla had asked. Now I just wanted to relax and play some b-ball. And also settle a little score I had with Jeffrey. Yo, nice threads, Jeffrey. Very stylish, my man. You got me totally psyched out in that shit.
Right. Okay, here's the rules. First to score 10 points wins the game and $200. That cool for you?
You can kiss your money goodbye.
We'll see. Let's do it.
The more I see you play, Jeffrey, the more I think you should take up chess. pure poetry in motion. He hits the lane, he drives in, he scores. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our play of the day. Yo, you D up pretty good for a white cop.
You ain't so bad yourself. You got some game.
Maybe I should have mentioned, I did some ball at college. So, as for the 100, it's game over, man.
You're a real S.O.B., Tyler.
I know, and that's why you like me, Jeffrey.
Lucas Kane.
Naster Nagdilan, Katanekli, Kordiglan, Niklan, Nesta, Apanin, Oni, Islam, Mikhailo.
Lucas's terrifying story haunted me all night long. I had to see him, to talk to him. I had to find out what Agatha had told him. I wanted to look my brother in the eye and hear the truth. I'd never been to his apartment before, and it took me some time to find it. Lucas Kane. That's it. Lucas? Lucas, open the door! Lucas! I could swear that I heard a scream coming from inside. The doorman said Lucas was at home, but he isn't opening. Lucas is in danger. I've got no other choice. Lucas! Oh my God! Lucas, for God's sake, have you lost your mind? What's come over you?
The walls were blown away, and the wind, the tempest,
Why did you do this, Lucas? Why?
Somebody tried to kill me.
For heaven's sake, Lucas, there's no one else here but you and I. You were all alone when I arrived. All alone, Lucas.
What's happening to me, Marcus? I don't know what's happening!
It'll be all right, Lucas. Everything will be fine. I'm gonna help you. You'll see.
Sure took your time.
I was in the shower. What do you got?
I got nothing. Dead end. Impossible to ID the page marker found in the book from the restaurant. It's got a series of numeric codes written on it, but it just looks like a lot of numbers to me. I thought you might have some ideas.
Why don't you fax it to me? I wasn't tired anyway. I'm sure it'll make for good bedtime reading.
Okay, I'll send it now. If you get any brainstorms, give me a ring. I'll be here for a while. Tonight's gonna be a long one.
Okay, talk to you later, Tyler.
All she knows, you play like tease. You're gonna leave.
So, you see, for the roast chicken recipe, I take my little chicken and I pluck it. Achtung! You see? Chicken! Coming to here! Schnell! Sometimes the little chicken does not want to go in the pot. So,
In the west of Africa, due to the severe drought, nearly 38 million people are threatened by famine. 30% of all children under the age of 3 suffer from malnutrition.
If you're suffering as you sit there in your chair, if you feel alone or lost, just reach out for a piece of paper and write to me with your most precious wish. Take your wish.
Who could that be at this hour? Not expecting anyone.
I was feeling kind of bored, and thought as my official friendly neighbor you'd agree to share my boredom. And this excellent bottle of French Chablis.
In my capacity as your friendly neighbor, I wouldn't think of refusing your boring invitation or your excellent wine, Tommy.
I imagine that even a die-hard bachelorette like yourself must have some wine glasses around here somewhere.
I think I do have some. Somewhere. Sit down, Tommy. I'll find him.
A toast?
All right. What to?
To love. What else?
I'll drink to that. Are you with anyone?
Well, actually, I did meet someone 2 weeks ago. He's very real and very nice. And he works in a bank, too. I think this time it could turn into something serious.
I'm happy to see you got your smile back.
We all have our ups and downs, right? I always thought that people in New York didn't give a damn about gayness. They were so enlightened. How wrong I was. They still look at us as being different from so-called normal folks. Are you still single? What's a beautiful girl like you waiting for? Go find yourself a nice guy. If there's one thing New York has lots of, it's handsome men.
I don't know. I guess the desire's just not there. My last romantic experiences were total disasters. I'm not ready for anything, or anyone just yet.
Enough small talk. Look at what I brought.
Tarot cards?
I'm going to read your future.
You mean you know how to use those things?
My grandmother was a psychic. She taught me how to read the cards when I was just a kid. She handed down her seeing powers to me. It really works, you know. What the cards foretell always come to pass. Let's see if you're going to meet your true soulmate or if you're going to die as a wrinkled old maid.
Okay, Mr. Gypsy. Tell me what I'm supposed to do.
It's easy. First take the cards and mix them up. Take 2 cards. There's going to be a dark period, an escape, and terrible danger. Take 2 more cards. You're not alone. You're following someone, and he is disturbing. He hides a heavy secret. Take 2 more cards, please. There is a curse, great suffering and fear. I see dark death and distress. Yes, just come to me whenever you need cheering up. Seriously, I'm sorry, Carla. This is not turning out to be as much fun as I thought.
It's okay, Tommy. Let's see what horrors my destiny holds for me. Here are 2 more cards.
One child, 2 destinies. A path toward life, the other path toward death. Carla, I think we'll stop there. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. It's the first time I've ever read this sort of thing with the cards. Usually don't express anything like this.
Don't apologize, Tommy. It's just a silly game. I never believed in fortune-telling anyway.
Well, I've got to get home. It's late. Good night, Carla.
Good night, Tommy. It was real nice talking. Don't wait so long next time, okay?
I promise.
Normally, I don't like leaving Sam home alone, especially now. But this bookmark had me intrigued. I had a gut feeling that I was holding the key that would identify our killer. I felt like I was closing in on him, and I wasn't about to go home to sleep until I figured out what this paper meant. Man, nothing but stock quotes. How can anyone possibly decipher these things? Wait a minute! That's it! I gotta call Carla right away.
Hello?
It's a list of stock quotes, Carla. Our bookmark was printed in a bank.
Of course! It's so obvious. How'd you figure that out?
I had a look on the internet. It was right under our noses from the beginning, and we never saw it. Now, all we have to do is figure which bank printed it.
Can you fax me the bookmark? I think I have an idea. I'll call you right back. I'm really sorry to bother you, Tommy.
No problem. I wasn't ready for bed yet anyway. What can I do for you?
It's about one of my investigations. I thought maybe you could help me with a question I have. I was wondering, is there a way to identify a bank from a list of stock quotes that they've printed?
Normally, yeah, banks always use watermarked paper, which shows the bank's ID code.
The ID code is printed on a watermark? All right, I'll check our document to see. Thanks, Tommy. Good night.
Night, Carla.
That's it. I've got to call Tyler.
Yeah?
Our bookmark should be watermarked with the bank's ID code.
I'll check it out and call you right back.
Oh, man.
I think I found it.
Tyler?
I've got the code. You should have no trouble identifying which bank it corresponds to.
This time we've got our killer. I think I'll pay a little visit to the bank tomorrow.
You want me to go?
No, I'd rather go myself if you don't mind. I'd like to see what our boy looks like. We'll meet afterwards at the station and compare notes. See you tomorrow, Tyler.
Okay, see you then, Carla. I finally convinced Marcus to let me go out. I'd slept most of the day, and he'd stayed to watch over me. I needed to get out and get back in touch with reality. My physical condition was deteriorating rapidly. My mental state wasn't much better. I could feel myself slipping away. I knew that it wouldn't be long before I lost it.
Hello, I'm Detective Carla Valenti, NYPD.